They did it again. The Senate advanced a bill to give Saudi Arabia $1.15 billion in weapons. Reuters reports here, the U.S. Senate cleared the way for a $1.15 billion sale of tanks and other military equipment to Saudi Arabia on Wednesday, defending a frequent partner in the Middle East recently subjected to harsh criticism in Congress. The Senate voted 71 to 27 to kill legislation that would have stopped the sale. The overwhelming vote stopped an effort led by Republican Senator Rand Paul and Democratic Senator Chris Murphy to block the deal over concerns including Saudi Arabia's role in the 18-month-long war in Yemen and worries that it might fuel an ongoing regional arms race. Okay, so let's discuss this a little bit here. First of all, I give a tremendous amount of credit to Rand Paul for what he did. He went on MSNBC, he went on CNN, he went everywhere and started telling people, we got to stop arming Saudi Arabia, this is nuts. So Rand, and this is why I always say there's got to be a libertarian progressive alliance, because on so many issues we agree. So this is one area, Rand, I give you so much credit for this. All the 27 senators in total who voted against this, I love you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for doing. Al Franken was another one, and there were a bunch of others. Thank you. The 71, you are morally repugnant, vile cretins for what you did here. Because understand, this isn't really a debate. Like, among reasonable people, the debate is long over, son. We're talking about Saudi Arabia, who right now, they're bombing Yemen to smithereens. Over 50% of the dead are civilians, including women and children. They bombed a potato chip factory. They bombed schools for the blind. They bombed a mosque. They bombed Doctors Without Borders. In fact, the point is to bomb civilian areas. That's what they're trying to do, as they claim the opposite. They're also using cluster bombs, which are illegal under international law. They're also using white phosphorus, which is illegal under international law. So they're just flat out being terrorists. Furthermore, they're arming Al-Qaeda and supporting Al-Qaeda on the ground. Why? Because Al-Qaeda are the Sunni militias who are fighting the Shia Houthis who took over the government. Their enemy are the Shia Houthis. So they say, we need Sunni militias on the ground. Who are we going to arm? Well, Al-Qaeda's there. Arm them. So in other words, we give Saudi Arabia billions of dollars worth of weapons. Like I just told you, that's what this bill does. And then they turn around and take much of that and give it to Al-Qaeda. And I haven't even brought up Syria. How Saudi Arabia and Turkey, our top allies, are funneling arms to rebels who are jihadists. They are jihadists. So finally, you have 27 people who come out and say, bad idea. I don't like this very much. And oh yeah, by the way, Saudi Arabia says all atheists are terrorists. You know, they're openly bigoted. Their whole system is bigoted. They're ISIS that made it. They behead people in the public square. They do it for the most insane reasons imaginable: sorcery, witchcraft, drug smuggling. They're gigantic human rights violators. So people stand up and fight against this, but still, nothing beats business as usual. Nothing beats the military-industrial complex. Nothing beats business as usual. You know, nothing beats imperialism and keeping the world order as it is, and that's why the 71 senators voted the way they did, and they're dead fucking wrong. So don't anybody come to me ever and tell, oh, the United States, we care about humanitarianism, we care about altruism, we're fighting for the people, we're the world police. If we're the world police, we should be arresting Saudi Arabia, not arming them and making out with them like we are.